With more than 11,000 Americans turning 65 each day, we will need to fill more than 20.2 million caregiver jobs by 2040. Nursing assistants, the most common type of caregivers, experience the highest level of work-related injuries, generally musculoskeletal injuries related to lifting and repositioning patients.
My mother passed away about 5 years ago after staying in a nursing home for a long time. One day she fell in the kitchen and badly fractured her hip. That totally changed her life. She had to move to a skilled nursing home. She needed physical assistance and moving out in the bed and then transferred to a wheelchair. I really appreciate those caregivers who took care of her for a long time. It is a hard job to lift the heavy human body. They do this job more than 10 times a day. And everyone gets the troubles with the back and the shoulders and the wrist. So I thought that we had to do something. So I talked to my collaborators, having expertise in software robotics, product development, bio-inspired design, along with the practitioners. We came up with a brilliant idea which we believe we can solve some of the really bottleneck problem in transferring people.
How can we safely move someone depending on their body weight, on their body size, and with our staff members, keeping them safe in that process as well and not overtaxing them.
When our staff got to see this prototype, the Magic Sheet, they really instantly could see the implications for this and how it could change their practice.
There's no rubbing on the skin of the human. And no rubbing is a critical requirement because we have to deal with very sensitive skin.
Unlike the process right now that requires two people turning side to side, putting a sling under, this new product has the opportunity to be done by one staff person with minimal effort. This minimizes the risk to the staff, but it also makes it a more comfortable experience for the older adult who they are moving.
I really would like for these innovations to free up staff members to not just perform the physical labor, but to perform the real act of caregiving, which is connecting with someone else.
They can become entrapped and suffocate.
We would like to expand this further with multiple applications, transferring patients from bed chair, using lifts. We also want to see how Magic Sheets could be used for repositioning, which involves removing pressure points as ulcers. And then lastly, we also want to see how they can be used for lateral transfer from bed to bed.
After each thing is done.
What has been most interesting to me in this is to look around the room and see someone in biology, to see someone who's an engineer, to someone who's a business operator, someone who's in health services. And when we come together as a group, you might be thinking we all have such different angles, but yet that is exactly what is needed for us to do this work.
We want to make this as widespread as possible in as many settings as possible, so we're really bringing in all of our resources for that. We're going to end up with something really, really game-changing.